Welcome back to Brian's Art of Creation, and I hope you guys are excited and pumped and just ready to tackle this week. And I'm going to give you guys some more inspiration, and hopefully the information you guys helps to push you in that direction. Right now, I'm kind of taking a break from my little heroes over here, working on the paint schemes and trying to figure out the next colors I wanna take them to. So I want to kind of tackle today ideas and having a clear mindset around the ideas and how to capture them. So I wanted to kind of cover how to develop and hold on to a clear mindset, how to um, be open to ideas for when they come, and how to breed new ideas, and how I go about that, and how I hopefully can help you guys do that. So first off, you want to have a clear mindset, and you want to, and what I mean by that is to be able to find a system to capture your ideas so that you're not afraid to lose them, and to have an open mind for whenever you're working on projects or doing things. So, going a little bit deeper into that, my system for capturing any ideas that come is by having a notepad and always having a pen handy for myself. Now, you guys can kind of develop your own system and the way that you want to go about this. Sometimes you can have a app specified notepad in your phone, but basically what you want to do is you want to have a system for yourself to where whenever these ideas come, that you have somewhere to write it down so that you don't lose them. I like to think of ideas and describe them as like the wind. It'll pass you by, and every once in a while it might pass you by twice, but most of the time it just passes by once, and after it blows by you, it's gone. And a lot of people forget all these ideas. So with having something to capture it, you don't have to hold on to it in your mind, and you know that it's safe, that you can go back to. The problem with trying to hold it and capture it in your mind is there's a few reasons. So one reason is all those ideas are something that's going to weigh you down. You're going to be walking around doing your creative stuff, but you're not going to be able to focus 100% on what you're doing throughout your life or throughout your day, because you always have a part of your mind that's sitting here, oh, I got to remember this. There's this one thing I got to remember. I got to remember this. So it helps with that, and it takes a lot of weight off your shoulders. But the other thing that it does is it clears up your mind so that you can actually accept new ideas. You can kind of compare your mind to like the hard drive on a computer or the memory that's in your phone. There's going to be a certain point to where you're not going to be able to save that picture. You're not going to be able to save that video because you got too much mental clutter, too much mental crap that's already stored up in there to where you can't accept new information. And you're going to have to make a choice to where, do I want to hold on to this new idea and delete something else, or am I going to let this new idea go? And a lot of times when your mind is that cluttered and filled up, those new ideas are going to be kind of banging on the wall of your head trying to get in, but you're just not going to have the space to even accept them. So you're not going to have the choice of, is this a good idea that I want to hold on to or not, because it's just going to fly past you. So that's what I mean by having an open mind and an open mentality. Now the next step is being open and ready, and that kind of falls into the first one of when I was talking about clearing things out. If your mind isn't open, then you're not going to be able to accept new ideas. It's just going to be, you're just going to be too weighed down by everything else, and your mind is going to be running in different directions, and these ideas aren't going to be able to catch up. I mean, ideas come at all times of the day. They come when you're sleeping, they come when you're working out, they come when you're out running errands or taking a walk or working on projects. So you want to be able to have something tangible like a phone or like a notepad to where you're actually able to capture these ideas when you come. And now you won't have to worry about forgetting them or misplacing them or anything like that, as long as you have a system for yourself. Now, after that, after you guys got those two nailed down, go on to the third part of how to breed new ideas. I also run into a lot of people that are out of ideas, or at least they say they're out of ideas. Most of the time, they're just they're just focused and thinking too hard about and trying to force out ideas. So my little tip for you guys is my way of breeding new ideas or coming up with new ideas is first to kind of clear my head and not worry about everything. And I have all my ideas that are solid that I need to hold on to are all written down, or at least I try to get them all written down so that they're not constantly running around inside my mind. But also going out and moving, going out, taking a break from your creative work, going out for a drive, going out to the gym, going out for a walk. First, the act of movement and just moving around, whether that's walking or working out or doing something of that nature, just the physicality of it will actually help you to breed new ideas. I'm not exactly sure about the science that's there between it, but basically, the more that you move, the more that you're alive, and the more that you're going to be able to accept new ideas, and your brain is going to be moving more and creating and accepting new ideas. So that's kind of my explanation. That might not be, that's probably not scientifically correct, but when you're moving more, you're more alive and you're going to come up with a lot more ideas. Also, when your mind is free and not constantly trying to force a new idea or trying to force a new solution, you're going to find that you come up with a lot more ideas, which is why I developed this whole series of creativity, because when you actually start working on something creativity and you do it for the fun of it, not trying to solve or think too much about it, you just dive in and you just have fun, whether that's sculpting or baking a cake or just going into a coloring book. Your mind is now focused on something new instead of that problem or idea that you were focused so much on. And when you allow that much free space away from it, a lot of new ideas are able to come in and solve the problems. So hopefully that makes sense. And that's what I always do. I always go out and I take a break, and that's how I let a lot of the solutions come up. And I'm sure that you guys have noticed this in the past when you guys were doing things. I mean, how many times were you guys so zoned in and focused on trying to answer a problem or trying to fix something, and you just kind of hit the roof, and you needed to, or you hit a ceiling and you just needed to take a break. So you took a walk, and like within like a few minutes you came up with you came up with an answer, or you came up with a solution to it. Or you were taking a shower and all of a sudden an idea just snapped into your head. It's because you opened up your mind and you had that free space that allowed for new ideas. And you also went out and did something else and started moving. That way it activated more of your mind and got it more energized to create those new ideas. So hopefully you guys were able to follow along. I know I kind of went in a few different directions and staggered a little bit, but hopefully you guys were able to follow along. You got a lot out of it. It helps to push you helps to push you this week in a new direction, or bringing you farther down the path of where you're trying to go. I want you guys to get creative. Don't get stuck on focusing on all the problems or all the things that you're trying to overcome or find solutions. Go out there, get creative, take your mind off it, and have fun. I'll talk to you guys next week. Let me know in the comments if you guys like this, if you have any issues with it, if there's any certain creative struggles or personal struggles you're trying to overcome, and if I can help, I would love to help. And thank you for watching, guys.